Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a good week and a good start to your weekend. It's Saturday night, and we are back in the original Formula One game for PlayStation. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Josh, lovely to see you. We'll come back to your analysis on the challenge at hand in a moment. Bois, good to see you. Martins, Screamlight, Jose, good to see you as well. Jose, I do hope that the stream doesn't in the end put you to sleep. I will do my best, but honestly, no guarantees, sorry. The challenge, the new challenge for tonight. Jaku, hi, hello, nice to see you. So we've got a new challenge tonight, and it all kind of came about from last week. There was a comment afterwards. I was talking to Helium Trophy, who watched the VOD of our 100% race afterwards. Oh no! Where are my glasses point? I don't want to squint at the screen all the time. I didn't even notice. Hello, Helium Trophy as well. Didn't even realise I didn't have them on. That would be good for the 2-hour stream. I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see I didn't have them on. Sorry. So speaking to Helium Trophy, we talked a little bit about the wet weather in the game, and it got me thinking, because I love the original Formula One game for PlayStation. It's a fabulous thing, but wet weather in this game is slightly flawed. Because when you drive around, as long as you keep it on the tarmac, you can kind of drive it mostly like it's in the dry. And the issue with that is... Sorry, I'm supposed to have changed to the game. There we go. I'm on a bit of a delay. So basically you can drive around like it's the dry as long as you keep it off the curbs and out of the way of other people. So that's fine. The problem is the AI. They drive around like it is wet. It's almost like they've got slicks on and you've got wet tyres on. So when you're doing a championship like we did with the Justice for John Lacey playthrough, the wet races, as long as you're not awful, can be quite easy. But then I thought that does give us a chance at a little bit of a challenge. What if we take one of the worst cars in the game, start at the back of the grid for every race? Could we work our way through and not just win races, but win a championship? So the plan is over the course of 2 streams to try and win a championship with Roberto Moreno's Forti. So the settings are thus. Again, let me know in terms of game audio if everything looks roughly in sync. General stuff. This is only my 3rd stream, so still working out teething difficulties. I was messing with some nonsense, literally because OBS had changed some stuff on me just before the stream. So apologies for the slight delay and me being a little bit flustered. It's probably why I forgot. To be fair, I can't even see through them because they're completely steamed up. So actually, things look worse than before. But yeah, these are the settings for the game. Automatic gears once again. Steering assist, brake assist off. I'm sticking with mid downforce for now. So I've got the downforce, but I don't want to nerf my limited speed in the 40 too much and fuel off. And then in terms of the race setup, oh no, we don't want variable at all. We just want solid wet weather, tyre wear off, damage on, boost off, because we don't want any catch-up. We want to kind of do this on our own as much as possible. 1995 season order, and then this is the key setting. Because if I was going to do a challenge like this, it's about how many laps you've got to do it in. If I gave myself like 50%, I think we'd be able to catch up with people quite easily. So I'm going to go with 15%, which is what I did on the Justice for John Lacey playthrough. So that will give us around, on average, 10-lap races. Some tracks it'll be only 8-lap races, so longer circuits like Spa. Shorter tracks like Aida will probably be 12-lap races. Same with Monaco. But that's the amount of time we will have to try and get from the back to the front. And as Josh rightly says, for the first 5 races of the season, that means we'll be starting 26th. And then after round 5, I think it is, from Spain onwards, I think, we'll then only be starting from 24th. So it's going to be an interesting one, because I think we can cut through most of the pack easily, but the front 2 do take off. Either Hill or Schumacher, maybe on the odd day a Ferrari, they will take off at the front. So we've got to make sure we overtake people quickly and calmly, and then haven't let them open out so much of a gap that we can't catch them up. So basically I'm going to have to be calm, considered, and consistent. 3 things that I have proven I can't actually do very well. So this is going to be a test of my weaker strengths, if anything. So that's the plan, and then we'll do it over the course of 2 streams. So we'll do 8 or 9 rounds tonight, and then the remaining part of the championship in the 2nd stream. King Kodiak, yes, the music from this game. Apologies, it's not on, because for copyright reasons, Satriani has to be silenced, unfortunately. Thank you, Jaku, for confirming everything looks good. Yes, it is. Everyone, it's always going to be at least one last to first at some point. I think this is my first last to first attempt. And fun fact, it may not be fun for you, but it's fun for me. This is the 100th game on my channel that has been played on the PS1. So I think we've done more PS1 games on this channel than anything else, and this is number 100. And I'm glad it's this, because it was very nearly the next episode of the Formula 1 98 playthrough, which would have just been wrong. Yeah, Bois, absolutely right. There will be a spin counter. I'm quite easily expecting double figures on spins over the course of the season. I hope I'm wrong, but we will see. So hardest difficulty, 17 rounds, full grid. And I've chosen Roberto Moreno. I know I had Roberto Moreno touted for Newman Haas, but I want him in this as well, because I don't get to drive as the 40. I have an affinity for Roberto Moreno. And also, he was the lowest ranked driver in the 1995 season to complete every single race. So, of the 26 seats, there were a total of 35 drivers who competed in 1995. Roberto Moreno was 32nd, ahead of only Gabriele Tarquini in the Tyrrell. He only did 1 race. Jean-Denis Delatraz, who did 2 races, and Giovanni Lavaggi, who did like 4 races. Roberto Moreno was the lowest ranked guy who did every single race this season. Forti ended up finishing 11th out of the 13 constructors, purely because of Pedro Diniz getting 7th in the final race at Adelaide. Otherwise, they were going to end up behind Pacific. Anyway, enough of the real world stuff. So, I'm not doing any qualifying. I'll do a couple of installation laps at each one, but then we race. No qualifying. Start from the back. Yes, tyre wear off, because to be fair, at this distance, this length of race, it won't make a difference anyway. And also, as we noticed in the 100% race, it would only be a handicap for us, and we've got enough issues to deal with. Jose, yeah, I love the fact that obviously this game came out in 96, so it was well after the 95 season, so they made sure all of the substitute drivers in, they accounted for SimTech not being in there after round 5. It was really cool. No, Martin's not my 100th race. This would be the 100th. So I've done, of all the videos on the channel, this is the 100th video that's been on the PS1. So, well, including streams, obviously. There isn't a 94 F1 game for PlayStation, but Grand Prix 2, the classic Grand Prix 2, does cover the 1994 season. Jeb, lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. Right, let's get a couple of installation laps in. Obviously, give me a shout if the game sound is a bit too loud, and I will adjust. And let's just get our eye in around Interlagos to begin with. Yeah, Pedro Diniz did bring a lot of money wherever he went. But yeah, Forti did not. They were almost saved. Was it Forti, the team that were almost saved for '96 by, I can't remember their name now. It was another outfit. Was it No, not Patrick Racing. Good stat, Jeb. Last car with a H-pattern manual gearbox. I'm happily on auto today. Shannon, that's it. Shannon Racing. Was that 40 who they had the whole it was Shannon who came in to save them, and mysteriously they just kind of it never materialised and they were kind of screwed over. And then 40 dropped off the grid. See, I knew it was a name. It's not Patrick, it's Shannon. That's what it was. Okay. Now the one thing that I have realised is because you don't get a lap counter in this game, because they didn't think to design one, because it's 15% races, I won't actually know unless the right graphic shows up how many laps I've got to begin with. It doesn't always tell you, so I'll have to keep an eye out. I think round 1 is going to be a 10-lap race. Adrian, lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks for popping in. Hope you enjoy the challenge we are about to undertake. Right, I'll finish this lap and then we will jump straight into round 1. I'm not feeling too bad. I feel like keeping the downforce in the middle is the move. Yeah, I think that's the one saving grace in that most of the cars handle the same. The only real difference between their performance is how much straight line oomph you've got. Yeah, I've still yet to dip into the world of F1 Challenge, and at some point I'm just going to have to dive in and give it a go. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't know how good that is performance-wise, but we will find out. Just adjust this wire. And then we immediately quit. Now, usually in this game, the grids get properly mixed up in the wet, but since I'm skipping qualifying, I wonder if we'll get a more normal grid. It's looking normal so far. It's Hill from Schumacher from Coulthard, from Herbert, Berger and Lacey, Hakkinen and Irvine. No real surprises there, I don't think. Yeah, that's so. The reason I'm hoping for slightly mixed up grids is if we are looking to mount a challenge, it will be useful having some of our rivals get thrown backwards a little bit so we're not always chasing either Hill or Schumacher. Okay, here we go then. Oh, we're getting some proper back markers rubbish nostalgia in there. The MasterCard Lola and the Life. Oh, Life. Right, here we go then, round 1. Let's see if this challenge is doable. We start 26th, we have 10 laps in Interlagos. I felt like the car just didn't move even though my thumb was on the accelerator. But into turn 1 we go. Right, there's going to be a concertina. Don't touch the curbs, man, for crying out loud. Following Diniz out to this side. Here we go. This is it. We need to make... This is the sort of lap 1 progress we need while they're bunched together. Don't spin. Ooh, excuse me, sir. That was a slight brake check. Wall of Minardi's. Oh, piss off. The swear count's gone up extremely early. We'll have to do some diving as well. As we saw in our playthrough, they're not afraid to dive bomb you, so let's return the favour tonight. Oh, good lord, that was nearly... I mean, I don't know why I'm worried. Damage is on, but as we saw last time, the car is pretty solid, to say the least. Right. Not a bad first lap. Might be in 13th by the line. Got to be careful that they don't really move out of the way for you, even if you're alongside them. But this is good. A little bit of a bunch of cars. Don't want to clip that curb, that could send me spinning. I need to be careful of that. Just have flashbacks to San Marino out of my playthrough. You clip that chicane. Okay, 3 wide coming into the Cida de Lago. This is one of the few circuits I actually remember the corner names of. Don't get used to it. We're in Argentina next. Don't know a single name of a corner of that circuit. Okay, this is going... Actually, no, I'm not even going to say it. And I've just been driven into. Didn't even have to say it. Thank you, either Mark Blundell or Mika Hakkinen. Hey, we'll get to see Nigel Mansell soon for 2 races. That'll be fun. I think is Gancho Estoril that awkward chicane? So I'm half looking at the chat, mostly thinking about this, but we're up to 8th after 2 laps. So I think we have 8 to go. Jordan next. Theodore Winery, perchance. Sorry, we can't just say perchance. To the Ferraris. I want to see what the gap to the leaders is. I wonder how much have we been ditched by Hill or Schumacher. Hill currently setting the fastest lap. 1:32, and I'm sure we did like a 1:30 in practice. So that, ooh, no. That was promising. Again. My guy, I am so alongside you. The car's bright fucking yellow. You don't have an excuse. Visibility sideways is fine. Turn it. Right, Hill is just crossing the line. And he's pulled out a gap to Coulthard. Schumacher in 3rd. We're chasing a Lacey and Herbert, and we're in the points. Yeah, it is just 15% races, so I think it is a 10-lap race, I believe. I've not had any confirmation of that either way yet, so I'm not actually sure. No, yeah, visibility too low. Definitely wouldn't call it off, guys. Too much spray, far too much spray. I'm not sure if the tyre wear is scaled, Jeb, but what we did discover is it's not gradual. It kind of just, you have grip, and then all of a sudden you don't have grip. Or as the game puts it, you have minus 400% grip. It's a very odd tyre wear system. It's great that tyre wear and fuel is in the game, but as we saw at the 100% race we did last week, it doesn't always work. I think your tyre wear is much higher compared to the AIs. Fuel is fine, but the strategies that they were on were all over the place. We're past Herbert. It's a Lacey next. I don't want to ruin Lacey's day. We still want to see him do well. And Roberto Moreno is up to 4th. We've got a little bit of a gap now to the top 3. So 13 seconds to the leader. I'm only getting parts of the chat conversation, but I have just caught he just said wank DQ him for 2 to 3 races. So I get the gist of what you're talking about. Hill goes down to a 131. We've not gone quicker, although I know we can. So with some clear air, hopefully we can catch up. See, this is it now. This is kind of it. That each race is going to kind of have 2 parts to it. The first part is we've got to cut our way through the field. The second part is the chase down of the top, like 3 or 4. And if we've left ourselves enough time to do it, and if we're quick enough to do it. So points should be on every race, really, as a bare minimum. How well we do, though, depends on kind of how well we cut through stuff. Gap is coming down to Schumacher, but it only came down by like a second. The gap to Hill, though, has dropped by 2 seconds. So that's encouraging. I'm talking about the rally driver who got penalised for a swear. It's just enough. Oh, fastest lap. Take a picture of that. You don't see that very often. 1:30.7. Okay, so we are quicker than the leaders. Let's see if we can reel them in. Yeah, the whole swearing thing is just complete nonsense. It's a non-issue. And the stupid thing about it is, the initial complaint was about the swearing in the team radios. But they were bleeped anyway, and also they chose to broadcast them. And the thing is, for years, we've been saying, oh, racing drivers just seem like they've got no personality, and they've got no passion to them. Yet, swearing and having a bit of attitude kind of shows that, whether you like swearing or not, and you want them to stop doing it. It's just kind of it seems like an outraged lightning rod to focus on that when there's other stuff going on that is more important, like consistency of stewarding. But anyway, let's not get into that. Jesus. Okay, I think we have caught Schumacher, which is good. I've not been paying attention to what lap we're on at all. We're in the 129s though. So the speed is there, which is great. More cars up ahead. Is that traffic or is that the top 3? Don't get off the curb. Corvin, good to see you. I think I saw you comment earlier, but I'm still learning how to glance at chat and not be a completely horrific driver. 2D Blue, good to see you as well. What is the best PS1 F1 game? For me, the first 2 are still the best. This and F1 97 are just brilliant. F1 97 very... Oh, no! Oh, we caught the curb. It wasn't a full spin. Maybe put that as a 0.5 on the spin counter. It's up. We're off and running. That's what I mean. First 2 for me. F1 99 I haven't played loads of yet, and obviously it's next on the list, assuming I get out of... get past F1 98. God, I hope so. I do quite like... And I still think this stands. I don't think it's rose-tinted glasses, but I may be proved wrong. I like the EA Sports F1 2000 game on the PS1. I know the PS2 games we've disgusted. Disgusted? We are disgusted by them. We've discussed are messy. But that one PS1 entry they made specifically for the PS1, F1 2000, I think there's a lot of good in it. AI are a little bit janky in places, but it was also a lot of fun. Then I think everything after that was EA F1, apart from the PC versions. No. Right, up to Schumacher's lap 9. And oh, Schumacher just pulls a move on Coulthard, I'm guessing that is. Oh no, it's Hill, and Coulthard's got away. Coulthard's going to win this. I cannot believe we're fighting David Coulthard at the front again. I'm sick of it, man. Okay, let's try and get a second. Coulthard now the fastest man on track. I think I've relaxed too much in the latter part of this race. Is Schumacher getting stuck behind the back marker, I think. It's a Simtech. Oh, you absolute clown. I can't wait for you to go out of business. Screw you. Right. We've got one more lap to try and catch Schumacher. I think Coulthard is out of reach. Yes, Domenico Schittersmeller in the way. F1 2000 on the PS1 is nearly perfect. Only issues that EA is a bit slow and it lags. I've got it again recently to play, but I've not examined it. So, like I say, there might be some rose-tinted glasses, but that is a shame. It's mad how the start of the generation, this generation's F1 games, didn't have frame rate issues and lag. Yet by the end, they did. Oh, Schumacher's caught behind a Minardi. Let's go, 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 go. Oh, we go a bit wide. We're going to race another Simtech. Schumacher's still caught behind the Minardi. He's going to be swearing. He's going to storm to their garage after the race, helmet in hand. Crash helmet in hand. And have a word. Okay, so Coulthard has slightly evaded us. Okay, I think this is the final lap. Yes, Coulthard has crossed the line and won. We are basically the distance of the final straight away. And we end up in the 1:29s, 1 minute 29.6. Coulthard with a 1 minute 28.2. Wow, he was properly motoring at the end. Okay, so he managed to grab second after starting last, just a second ahead of Schumacher. So we made good progress then. I think we were pretty good at cutting through the field, and then just when it came to reeling in the top three, we struggled. And then Coulthard got away. So, yeah. Let's keep going. This is the thing. I don't know if are we going to have that issue every time where one driver's just going to get away and we won't be able to catch them. I mean, I did make that half spin, so it's not completely flawless, but there is the standings after one round. Roberto Moreno between Coulthard and Schumacher. Alesi in the points, at least, which is good to see. Had to go and bath the dogs. So we've managed second in the first race, Screamlight. Not too bad. A 0.5 on the spin counter. Not a full one just yet. Sorry, Josh, I do apologise. I'm sorry for personally letting you down with that second place. I'll try and do better. If Simtech weren't there, guaranteed win. That's the difference. we go. So I'm just catching up with some of the chats. I think a lot of it has been involving classic F1 games. Hello, Dave. You can't play this game on wheel unless someone has done some very clever retroacting with like an emulator version of it. I'm playing it on the disc using a PS3. You could get the I never had one of these. Remember the is it NG-Con controller, which you essentially twisted, and that simulated steering? I think that's the closest you can get to a steering wheel on this one. Roberto Moreno sacked for gaining 25 places. I do apologise. Moreno washed. Okay, let's do a couple of practice laps. I'm not super keen on this circuit. I don't hate it, but I feel like I struggle to get a rhythm with this one. I did actually win this race when we did the playthrough with the Lacey. It was wet, but we did qualify and start 9th, and obviously we were in a Ferrari, so I feel like those things definitely braking late there. Yeah, I think those things definitely probably would have helped. Obviously we're going to start at the very back. Yeah, the AI in F197 are just so quick. Because they can carry the speed around this course so well. And I think if it was the dry, the AI in this one would be similar. Around this, like this long sweeping corner, they are just line perfect every time. And it feels like they never are off throttle through it. So the wet is the great leveler for us. Marino doesn't win. Is that what it's called? The NEG-Con? Is that what it was called? What an awful name. Yeah, Argentina is slightly odd, but it's because obviously they've essentially retro-fitted it. Because it was just essentially the outer bit in previous iterations, wasn't it? And then they've kind of added a twistier infield. And then you've got Argentina's answer to the corkscrew with that weird chicane. Monaco with grass. See people sharing their experiences of F1 games, so as I've mentioned, this was my first, and I had this one and F197, played F198 at a friend's house, same with 99, I don't think I bought another one until F1 2000, and then I think I didn't get that many of the PS2 F1 games, but I do remember getting F106 and playing the career through that. I believe F106 is the one with the intro, the Muse song, Butterflies and Hurricanes, right? That's 06. Whichever of the games had that intro, I think it was the one I remember from the PS2 era. Martin's coming in clutch with the knowledge there about the NEG-Con. Yep, that's the one. 05. Okay, yeah, I had 05 then. You must all remember Butterflies and Hurricanes. What can I say? Right. I don't feel great around this track, but we're not going to spend ages trying to learn it. So let's skip through. Has the grid been messed up this time? So on pole it is David Coulthard from Hill, from Schumacher. Irvine's quite high. Setedary Wine in 4th. Sarlo 7th. Berger 8th. Herbert down in 10th. Bedoa up in 12th. Verstappen 13th. Although, was this a mixed up grid anyway in the real life? Because was this where Verstappen got Simtek's best result because it was wet. So I think this might just be mirroring the real thing. Frentzen down in 23rd. Inui back in a more realistic position. Yes, I remember that one as well. I remember Infidels by Jagger67 as well. So I did have 06 as well. Cool. Right, anyway. I think the spin count is going to go up more than my points in this one, but let's see. Again, don't know how many laps there are. Hopefully the heads-up display tells me at some point. And green does in fact mean go. Thank you, Henry. No, there's no room there. Can we just go calmly around the outside? No. Jesus. Ugh. Yep, that's a good place to brake, guys. Love it. Cannot make contact and have a big old spin. You will lose so much time. Nope, weather is wet for the entire season, so the reason I'm doing this, for anyone who's joined late, the AI on this game in the wet are much easier than in the dry. So we're on the hardest difficulty, we are in the wet, but to kind of level things off, I'm going to start from the back of every race and drive in one of the slowest cars in the game, and we'll see that even in wet weather can we mount a challenge. We've got 15% distance races, damage is on, tyre wear and fuel isn't, because it would only cause weird issues. If we had fuel on, all of our opponents would stop and we'd just get loads of places from them going in the pits, which is just silly. So yeah, so that's the challenge, that's why we're attempting this, to see if we can get 40 and Roberto Moreno some glory. That's okay, no worries. Resort? Let me know if I said that wrong. Yeah, so it's a 10 lap race. So 9 laps to go. We are up to 17th. Definitely haven't made as good progress, but we've made progress. To first of the Saubers. We've got Minardi, Ligier, got to get a few there. Oh, there's wheel banging ahead of us. McLaren versus Minardi, don't see that every day. No, that gap was always going to close. No, and we're on the grass, and it's like ice, and that is spin number 1, and we've just been thumped off the road by the AI. Oh, no, no, no. And there it is. That's the danger. If you get too far off the track, it is ice. You cannot do that. So that's 1.5 in 1, is that what we're saying? Or are we saying 1.5 altogether? Okay. Right, well, Dan, we've definitely got some work to do. I knew I hated this circuit. That was started by me just sticking my nose into the vortex of doom. That gap was always going to... That gap didn't have to close though, my guy. Your footwork, fuck. Sorry, apologise. Right, I think the win is already out. We've just got to try and see if we can get points. I don't want Coulthard to win. I did a test race before. Where did I go to? Nürburgring. And thought, yeah, 15% is a good challenge. Didn't win the race, but Coulthard did not win. Wasn't close to winning. But for some reason, He's turned up again, just like he has in F198. I don't like it. Right, C10. That was a bit risky. This is the problem. The later it goes, Coulthard's still fucking winning. Yeah, the later it goes into the race, the more risks we're going to have to take to get up there. That's the problem. Go, come on. God, lost so much time. You were up to 17th after the end of lap 1. It's a good bunch of cars here though. Let's make some space. 28 seconds to Coulthard. Doing 1:36. Keep an eye on what we do next time. Let's pass the Sauber here. Pass one more into this hairpin. And then we just wait. We're not going to stick our nose at the inside here because that would be silly. Come on, past the Tyrrell. God, the Williams are running away with it. Yeah, mine too, 2D blue. It could, sometimes you get away with it, sometimes it's enough to just put you on ice. So I think the win's gone from this one, but we need to score points to kind of just make sure we're still in the picture. Herbert's clearly not made much progress up through the field. I think he might have gone backwards. Come on. No, Tyrrell. Oh, curb. That's another 0.5. There's a car there, guys, though. You've got a pedal next to your right foot. You could use it. How about that? Yep, 2 in total. Agreed. Good tallying. So we're currently averaging 1 a race, which is actually better than I expected, but hang on, this one isn't done yet. Coulthard going down to the 135s. I know what you mean about second driver syndrome, Josh. Especially in this one. Catch this guy in the moment. Oh no, that was terrible. Don't go to the outside. I wouldn't have got around him. This is who I botched it up against before. Let's just wait. So we're on to lap 7 now. Stop touching the fucking curbs. Oh my god. Why am I touching the curbs so much? I losing our rhythm. 50. It's cool-tard, man. Insane. I'm not being funny, the car is behaving oddly at the moment. Seems like a race driver excuse, but it really feels like I'm struggling on grip. Is it because... does it simulate dirt? Feels really odd in its movements. Oh my god, yeah, it's... is it damage? Is it because I got whacked? Have I lost downforce? Because I feel like the car is properly wanting to spin out on me. Oh no, okay. This is not ideal. Because the car is twitching a lot. It's because I must have been driven into at the chicane. Shit, okay. Just gonna have to take it a little bit slower. Wait for the main straight and hopefully we can get past this Tyrrell. No! Let's at least get the Tyrrell. Okay, so we're into the top 10 on lap 8. We have an outside chance of scoring a point maybe, but it's not looking good, especially with the damage. For the car, does not feel great. We've had a couple of big whacks to the rear wing, and it's simulating it, which, while annoying, is pretty impressive. And I don't even feel like I noticed it that much when we did the actual playthrough. But it does twitch, and it does make you feel really, like, off balance. That's genuinely impressive. But fucking irritating, because I didn't know it did that. I don't want it. 15%, Josh. Again, apologies, I'm missing a lot of chat messages. I will try and catch up. But by all means, if you're having a good conversation, crack on. Don't need me. As you can see, I've got my hands full with an inherent skill issue. We start the final lap, and we can pass the McLaren into 9th. Did I say the final lap or lap 9? Because one of those isn't true. It's lap 9. Just be a bit too much field spread for us to... Oh no, Jean, what are you doing here? Is absolutely flying. Slightly settled into the damage now. Kind of understand how it's behaving a little bit. Just can't go quite as quick. So unless we get lucky with the cars up ahead, and I don't think we're going to, we're going to miss out on points in this one. Which is not the end of the world, but we cannot make a habit of it. evening, Ollie. Good to see you. I'm glad you think so. I thought this would be a little bit of fun. Never done a last to first challenge before. With the way the AI are in this game, lends itself to it slightly, especially with a shorter race and a slightly less powerful car. Right, let's not destroy Jean Lacey. Let's just see if we can take 8th for pride. Come on. Send. 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 Robust defending from Jean. Do we get the move? Okay. Rubens has jumped Eddie. Oh, he has. Oh, wow. I didn't notice you talking about Jordan. I was not paying attention. So it's a Williams 1-2. Coulthard wins by 6 seconds from Hill. Barrichello followed by Irvine. And then Berger Schumacher dropping to 6th. We miss out by 14 seconds on a points place. You don't have those 2 spins. And that might easily be 14 seconds. Got to be better. I just figured out this isn't Nürburgring. No, it is definitely not. Quite like the Nürburgring. That less so. Coulthard has maximum points after 2 rounds. God help us. But we are still 3rd behind Hill. I love that this game does always seem to throw up lots of different point scorers, which I love, compared to F1 97. F1 Games PlayStation, hello, good evening to you. Recently subscribed and watched some of your turmoil doing 100% races. Very good indeed. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Yes, so not ideal for not scoring points in the second one. We're down to 4th in the constructors. Williams might run away with this, but here we go. So I believe round 3 is San Marino, I think. We'll find out. If it is San Marino, I'm slightly worried because that was a wet race again in the Lacey playthrough. And I didn't win because I span on the curbs. Yeah, this is it. We've got something else to root for now if I can't get the job done. It's just hoping David Coulthard doesn't win. It is, and it is Mansell. Mansell is indeed back with us for this one as well. Right, let's get on it. Yeah, the curbs are the worst here. Yeah, I love F1 97, but I think one of its weaknesses is it does... I feel like... Maybe it's the settings I play it on, because I get very similar point scorers all the time. Maybe if I varied up the settings a little bit, it would change things. But with this, I've never had that problem. Okay. Almost went into that, forgetting that by this point, Tamburello was a chicane. That was nearly bad. This is the Villeneuve chicane. And Tozer? Is this Tozer? Maybe. No, that's the problem. The Macca isn't big enough. I wonder if we will see Mansell in the points. That would be fun. Okay, this is the chicane. This is the killer curve chicane that I lost it on a couple of times. Because obviously you naturally want to clip them. And sometimes it's fine, and other times it is what they call not fine. Not fine at all. I hear you on that one, Jeb, I do. Because that's the thing, it's about the storylines that emerge from the season. And this is why I've never massively been into games where there's a story mode in them, like racing games, I mean. If you enjoy racing games with a story mode, perfectly fine. More power to you, but I've always got more enjoyment from the stories that occur just from doing a season or a career, and the rivalries that get built up sort of naturally. I like kind of being left to your own devices rather than being given a story. And I also find a lot of the story, like narrative-driven racing games, the stories aren't always the most compelling or fun. It's one of the reasons why I haven't really touched the Toka Race Driver games on the PS2, because as much as it's got a great selection of cars and tracks, just the story just grated against me, or the fact there was like cutscenes. I was like, I don't, just let me imagine. But I have rebought them recently, and you see that can't do that shit. Yeah, I do want to give them another go. Speaking of storylines, if you're getting Gerhard for getting in your way constantly in qualifying. I mean, he got in my way loads in the 100% race as well, so not really. He just keeps getting in my way. So we're on frosty terms. Let's leave it at that. Right. I'm going to do one more lap because that was an awful second lap. I'm going to attempt again. Because I'm going to need to be quicker than this. Maybe I should do that. Maybe it'd be like immersion therapy, just sit and watch the Toka Race Driver cutscenes all as a go. Look, maybe maybe it was because how old would I have been when Toka Race Driver came out? I'd have been in my teens, and I've opened my mind to it a little, because at the end of the day, if the racing game is still good beneath it, what's the point in letting the story put me off? But things like whatever the F1 Breaking Point, I hate that so much. Yeah, Breaking Point just did not appeal to me, and I don't think I played it. Did it even have the one with Breaking Point? I think I might have stopped buying the modern F1 games by that point. But that being said, there is an exception, and that exception is Ridge Racer Type 4. Ridge Racer Type 4 is just incredible, and I love it. Maybe it's because it is a bit more stylized and it's not kind of based on the real world. It's just you're in a stylized world and you play through this thing. But... okay, we've done a 1 minute 44. It was better. It wasn't incredible, but we will skip forward. Grid Legends was fun to go through before being able to drive just after. Okay. So, the only two grids I've played are one and Autosport, which again I enjoy because of the sort of sandboxy nature of them. Sorry, what? Hang on. Sorry, what's misogynist? Is the scenes from Toka Race Driver? Have I turned 2 pages at once? It doesn't matter. As I recall, Ridge Racer Type 4's story would change depending on where you finished each race. been so long since I've played it. I think that's right. And obviously you get different elements to the story depending on which team you do it with as well, if I remember rightly. Right. I scrolled past the beginning. I saw Coulthard wasn't on pole. That's good. They're off their time. Okay. Whoops. Berger is second next to Schumacher. Coulthard, Hill, Alesi in fifth. Okay, good. Wow, okay. I think I'm going to have to just sit down after this and watch the cutscenes from Toka Race Drive. Okay. Here we go. 26th again. We've got 2 spins on the spin counter. I'm not hopeful, but let's see what we can do. Okay. Ooh, no, the gaps shouldn't be shut there, and let's not get loads of damage on the car. Good lord. Yep, stationary's fine. I think moving is optional. To go on. Hopefully we can kind of do something to his toes. And the exit of toes with a little bit of a straight here. Come on. Down to Ferrari. So tempting to want to get over the curbs on those 2 corners. Right, here we go. This should be fun. Why am I attempting to overtake into it? Let's not do that. Just gentle over there. Take it slow. No risks. Vatzers. Oh! There's a missing wing on a Red Bull. But that's fine, because it's supposed to give you wings, you know? It's fine. Oh. Okay, so the front wing's definitely damaged. This is only a 9-lap race, so we've got less time. Right, we've just got to keep it on the straight and narrow and get up into the points. That's the important thing. Yeah, sorry guys, that was slightly desperate. Can't let the pressure be getting to me. Round 3 already. Definitely not. Big group of cars here. Oh, good lord. The Tyrrell's there, working in formation to keep me behind. Can we get past this Tyrrell before the chicane? Yes. There we go. Just stay off the throttle. Just roll it through. And that's okay. Up to 15th. Because it's earlier in the race, cars are still a bit closer together and fighting. This is better. Yes, Berger's in chat. Love to see it. Because I've just worked out why. Yes, come on Gerhard. Coulthard down to 4th. Hakkinen and Herbert. Okay. Getting ahead of Coulthard, I think, is immediately the main job if we can't get up for the win. That's the sound of that. No. Okay. Hopefully we can get past this guy on the exit. Okay, not bad. Berger with a 43. We did a 44 in practice, so not quicker, but I don't think that was the best lap I can do. So I think we're in a good place. Right. Oh, even then you felt the grip go. Took too much of the curb. Okay, just, yeah, go slower. I'd rather lose the time that way than lose it by spinning off. Very sluggish through that final chicane. Oh my god. Okay, that was a 1:47, not super quick. Time going up to Panis. Need to be quicker. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Berger down to the 42s, immediately putting us in our place. Monaco's going to be fun, isn't it? Shit. 40 points on home soil would be mamma mia. It would indeed. That would be one, a spicy meatball indeed. I mean, I appreciate it, Jonty, I really do, but Rainmaster, I would definitely say, is overselling it. Well, I hope you keep watching after that, but by all means, Monaco is going to be fun. Maybe not for me, but for you guys. Might be interesting. Thank you to everyone who's here. Really appreciate it. Attempting a last to first season in the 40 Ford, taking advantage of slightly slower AI in the wet weather to see if we can come back and mount a title challenge. So far we've managed a 6th place and an 8th, I think it was. But at the minute, progress is very much stalling. No, this is going to be annoying. Down to Rivatsa, surely. Well, there's a good clump of cars there, that's good, you like to see it. Gotta go, we've got to move. Starting lap 6 of a 9-lap race. Berger is anyway. We aren't there yet, but oh, that's good. You love to see that. Yeah, Olivier managed to leave Harama just in time to get here. Top 10, good clump of cars ahead, let's go. Again, progress I think too slow for a race win, but I want points. Coulthard is up to 2nd though, fuck. Jesus. Oh, I saw a quick fact. Not been able to read it all, but it's about that massive McDonald's logo, so I'll come back to that hopefully after I've passed a few cars. to get a good run through the chicane. Hopefully get down to the run to Rivatsa. Good lord! Got lost in the spray there a little bit. We're still on track. DC. It's weird because Coulthard wasn't as overpowered when I did the season on this game. Oh no. Whew. But tonight, god damn it. Right, can we get past Herbert? No. Or is it Herbert? I've not actually twigged. It is Herbert. It's having a rough time of it at the minute. Come on. It seems like I'm getting the real grid at the minute. I think when I immediately quit, no worries, War. I appreciate you coming and watching what you can. We might have to check if someone can pull up the starting grid for the next race, which is the Spanish Grand Prix, I think. We'll see if we end up with the real-life grid. When it's the wet and you can participate in qualifying, you definitely get random. I feel like it's not been as random with me quitting out straight away. So I have the sneaking suspicion we're getting real grids. Mansell! Mawanage! Practically falling out the side of that McLaren, the poor guy. It's not a Nigel Big joke, that was a McLaren small joke, just to be clear. Made far too narrow. God, Berger's gone down into the 40s. 40s. 40. It's a joke there somewhere. We're in the 44s in our 40. Where's Berger? He's in... Sorry, I'm losing my mind slightly. Let's just focus on maximising our position. Berger starts the final lap. There's a few cars ahead. There's a few cars there. I think that might be points just there. Come on, let's go. Let's try and get some points. Past Hakkinen. Come on now, come on. Please don't be traffic. Please be the top 6. I think it is. I think that's a Jordan. It's not a Jordan, it's a Benetton. It's Michael Schumacher. Reagan Master? I don't think so. Okay, see if we can grab one more. Don't think we will do it, but let's see. Shitmacher confirmed. Oh well, Ferrari pick up a win in Imola. It's Berger's in chat. so annoying. We're just catching up to a few more cars as well. Oh, no! I can't believe it! No! That's exactly what I did in the fucking playthrough! No!
Roberto Moreno.
Fuck's sake! That's exactly what I did on the last lap of the Alesi playthrough as well. That's 2.5, yep. But that's the most painful 0.5 as well, because that's lost me a point. Yep, 40's still going out of business at this rate. Not enough to save them. Berger wins from Coulthard, Hill, Alesi. Barrichello having a solid season so far, ahead of Schumacher again. I think for the second race in a row, we're ahead of Hakkinen, Mansell, Herbert, Berger with a 1 minute 40 for the fastest lap. Deary me. So, Coulthard leading with 26 points from Hill, Berger. We are on 6, tied with Barrichello and Schumacher. So the fact that we're tied with Michael Schumacher on first glance might seem really good. It's not. The Championship Challenge is already in danger. We are 5th. We're the last of the teams that have scored, but there are a total of 13 teams. So not bad so far. But that's not the goal. That's the point. Right, up next, Catalonia, Spain. In the dry, this is awful. They are so quick in the dry. I'm hoping the wet will be a bit of a great leveller. Hello, Arrows. Good to see you. Imagine that. Looking at Andrea Moda and thinking, you know what? That might be where I belong.
Round 4 of the 1995
Thanks,
World
Jeb.
Championship
Appreciate you stopping
here
by.
in Spain.
Yeah, have a good evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting involved. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. Right, I want to go back. What was this fact? Quick facts about Imola in this game. The big McDonald's logo is actually tarmac, not grass, even though it's off track. Might have been useful to know that, and I could have... Is that now? It wouldn't be much of a shortcut considering it's surrounded by grass. But I did not know that. I'd always look at the massive McDonald's logo in that circuit. Didn't think to drive on it though. Okay, Catalonia, Spain. Let's get a couple of laps. Oh, so we've got 2 more races to go when we will be starting 26th as opposed to 24th. Sweet Meister lad, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Is Catalan in with the amazing chicane? I don't think it's got the chicane in this one. I think we're okay. We're going to have the amazing chicane once again in Canada, which I cannot wait for once again. Topic. I love this track. I like the track, but from this in Formula 1 97, I just have bad memories of them because the AI is so good on this track. They're really quick. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise which chicane you were talking about. So no, this hasn't got the final sector chicane, nor has it got the weird temporary chicane they added in... That was 94 only, I think, wasn't it? But yeah, we've got the big sweeping final sector for this one. There's no track limits in this game, so I'll play to the whistle. That's what I'm going to say. Right. 1 minute 40. It's probably slow. Okay. So top tip, that's not the ideal line through that one. It's a bit wide.
Into second.
Might look to shorten that a little bit. Oh, dearie me.
He's already behind at the first split. Up into fourth. Up into fifth.
I agree, Screamlight. The last couple of seasons, I haven't minded Catalini so much. I think it's not, while it's not been a super big overtakey race, it's usually been quite interesting from a strategy perspective, and it's been quite engaging. There were a few years where it was very boring, but I actually think in the last few seasons, the races here have been quite decent. And you get some decent racing from like the main straight through to like the end of Sector 1. Even down beyond that, to be fair.
Up into fourth.
I'm not looking forward to them moving to Madrid. I just don't like this trend they've got of moving away from permanent circuits.
He's losing ground. This young man really is a superb.
Yeah, Manicourt I enjoy, but I agree, Manicourt wasn't the best for racing. It was only whether when the rain came that Manicourt came to life. Still a very fun track to drive, as you say, I agree with that, but yeah, not the best, didn't create the best spectacles. Definitely need to make sure we stay away from the curbs. Obviously we want to carry as much speed as we can through this one without touching anything. That's not too bad. Howdy Talk, good to see you, thanks for joining.
He's up after the second split. Second gear.
To round 4 of our championship. All wet weather, going last to first in a 40. So far we've gone last to second,
He's hit the barrier.
and then the rest has kind of gone like that. Don't add that one to the spin counter, that's not in a race. This is practice.
Up into fourth.
2.5 we're on.
Into fifth. Sixth gear. Pedal to the metal. Flag out.
Me, yeah. Need to get my braking point for turn 1.
It's not enough to be lucky. You've got to be good. And he is that.
Okay, this is my last lap and then we'll go into the race.
He's already behind at the first split. Up into fourth. Third gear. Third gear.
Okay.
He's down at the second split.
Let's see if we just nail this final sweeping 2 corners.
Up into fourth. Second gear. Into third.
New Holland, I think it is, the final corner, if I remember rightly. Oh, don't touch the seat. Just want to touch the inside. I just want to hug the apex.
To the barriers.
You can't do that. Okay. Oh. This is going to be rough, I think. Right, so skipping straight out. Is this the real grid for the 1995 Spanish Grand Prix? Schumacher on pole from Jean Alesi in second. Berg put Euroby over that drift. It would, yeah, that'd make me feel a bit better. Berger from Coulthard, from Hill, from Irvine. Herbert in 7th, ahead of Barrichello, Hakkinen, Mansell intent. I think this is the real grid. Yes. Yeah. So when I skip out, it doesn't give you the wet weather madness. And there is an argument, if we get desperate later on, do I just do a really slow lap in qualifying so I'm still last, but then hopefully prompt it to mess up the grid so we have a chance? That might be a desperate times tactic, just to kind of pull our rivals down a little bit. We won't go to it just yet. I'm not looking forward to this one. This is gonna be rough. And it's Monaco next. 1995 Spanish Grand Prix. Long run down the straight. Let's see if we can make a few places up without being driven into. What do you mean all four wheels were over the line? Don't know what you're talking about. I really hope that's not the same Sauber. Well, I think you were a bit heavy on the brakes there, pal. Sorry. Okay, we're up to 11th. That's good. Dudes, come on. There's no need for that. It's Mansell and Hakkinen side by side. Come on. Let's get past one of them. Don't drive into me, you little bastard. Okay, this is a good start. This is incredibly the best start we've had in terms of lap 1. This is a good opportunity. Slight terrorism, it has to be said. Did not manage the concertina effect well there. So how quick are they going to be through here? In the dry, they just absolutely disappear around these two. This is good. We've got a good chance in this one. I'm not meaning to come off that aggressive. Okay, we are up to 7th. What a start. Don't touch the curb now, you idiot. Herbert. Oh my god, dudes! It's the only thing I wish about the AI is I wish they had a little bit more sideways awareness. That was perfectly fine. Don't turn into me. Okay. Don't touch the curb. No. So we're in the points, incredibly. Oh no! Lacey's leading. It's the one time I wouldn't mind actually not winning. Okay. Berger next. This can only go well. The front are starting to move away from us though. Right, let's just wait from this corner, get the exit. Like it. Oh, see, he still turns in on us. Coulthard fastest lap. Shocker. Absolutely stunned. As long as Alesi holds for now, that's fine. At the very least, let's get ahead of DC. Okay, better line through there, so we're not touching the curb. Oh, Schumacher, I think, might have gotten past Hill. I assume that's what that means, because second has gone. I don't know. And of course, oh no, it's because Coulthard is now in the lead. Right. Gotta do it. Got to do it. Heinz-Harald Frentzen is the fastest man on track. So I think we have to assume that it wasn't his Sauber we hit. Either that or he's so quick without his rear wing. He's just flying around the circuit. Out for revenge. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm fueling the DC hate. Josh, I do apologise. Not far away. Stay focused. On to lap 5. Not making a dive into turn 1 for this one. Side. Again, my guy. That... Fuck off. Just fuck off. Oh, that's annoyed me. That was perfectly fine. God damn. Yep, one spin, although not completely self-inflicted. Jesus Christ. Yeah, stop making those moves. I just need to wait a little bit longer, you know? He says, then doing that, like... You think there's enough space? In most games, there's a bit of sideways awareness and you've got enough space, but not there. So we're back up to 5th. Oh, we have problems now. Okay. Don't know if we're going to have enough time to catch them. We're just going to have some solid laps. Oh, I missed my braking point. Oh my God. I think Roberto Moreno might get sacked after this one. I think this is the one. This is it. Right. Come on, please get past the Jordan. We're at least going to pick up another point here today. I'm determined of that. But very annoyed. It could have been much better. No, that's not the place. Let's wait. needed. So make sure we pick up the points. This time, great for the first corner. 3 laps to go. We have about 10 seconds to Damon Hill, and 24 to Coulthard. I think we've botched it slightly, but let's just pick up what we can. Oh, right. So a few cars up ahead, a few corners away. Gap down to 7 seconds to Hill. I think about 2 seconds a lap down on Coulthard's best. Learned a hard lesson there, I think, about picking your damn moments. It's not like I didn't know that they turn in on you, but I've kind of done it a few times where I've been able to kind of create the gap and get away with it. Didn't get away with it then. And then from that point, slight panic set in, just wanting to kind of recoup everything. I mean, Deniz can say what he wants. I don't see him in the points. That's all I'm going to say. This is going to be the final lap next, I think, before we go to Monaco. And yes, this is Mansell's finale. The urge to dive bomb it now is so real, but let's not. Get close enough out the final corner. Come on. Touch the curb. Come on. Come on. It's not going to be enough. Damn. Oh, I was hoping we could get Hill, but not quite. Oh, Coulthard wins from Alesi, Schumacher, Hill, Moreno, Irvine, Ted Wine picking up the last point. Hakkinen finishing ahead of Mansell. Goodbye, Nigel. Enjoy British touring cars. Have fun. Coulthard with a 1 minute 34. Our best lap was a 1 minute 37. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be quite good enough to mount the challenge over the course of the season. I definitely think I've thrown away a win there. The the relentless consistency of David Coulthard is quite frankly disgusting. But we're up to 8 points. We are only 8 behind Damon Hill in second. So if David Coulthard wasn't there, my God, we'd be right in it. But that was rough. But it wasn't rough because it was bad. It was only rough because I was bad. Which isn't a good thing, actually. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel better. This next one, oh boy. Here we go. It's Monaco. The final race with SimTech involved. Oh, good lord. This is going to be horrible. And trying to pick our way through everyone here is going to be awful. Goodbye, Mimu, my love. Schiattarella? Or Schiattarella? I feel like it should be ski rather than because it sounds too much like Chattarella. Right. Racing Simulation Monaco Grand Prix Racing Simulation 2, which was equally frustrating round here. Good lord, it is dark as well. Jesus. Can everyone see? Like, what's going on? I remember this actually. The tunnel is going to be dark. Remember rightly, I'm not too bad around this circuit. But it's just, again, about being smart, making the moves past people. This does feel like a glimpse into my soul after Spain. It's very morbid. Oh, wall there. Topped. Oh my Christ. What? What's that? I can't see anything. Like, yeah, that helps. Jesus. Well, that's not ideal. It says dim, yeah, but that dim thing is only. Hang on, where is it now? That's literally only those things at the top. That's all right. I've made a lot of excuses, but that was pitched. Couldn't see anything. All right. Oh dear. This isn't good. I'm still going to try and take the Nouvelle Chicane properly as well. See how long that lasts. Jesus, it feels very dark. Let's try and get a few laps in, just to get our eye in. Can't touch that curb. Can you guys, is it just me or can you guys see it okay? Do I need to change like the general settings? Let's have a look. Helpful. Mike can have a look at it because I'm doing it through a capture card, so I'll see if I can turn the brightness up on that without breaking everything. It's pretty dark. Okay, yeah, let's have a look at that in a second. Right, we'll use that as the yardstick. Hang on a second. See what we can do. Come on. Right, brightness. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Might have to do that for this one. I do apologise. That is... I mean, that is better than that, obviously. Can I actually see what's going on? Hopefully the screen doesn't break on us. Fucking hell. I mean, I can see. That's good. I will turn it back down after this race. But my lord... Behold my special line through the Nouvelle Chicane. Well, we'll do it for this race only, and I'll turn it back down because it's otherwise been fine, I think. But bloody hell, that is grim. That's why I asked if everyone else was seeing it. I wanted to make sure it's not just me. Can see the car and that's about it. Right, let's try one flying lap. Awesome start. So afraid of touching that curb on the inside. That's how it looks on the emulator. Okay. They just made Monaco a bit too dark in wet weather. That's fair enough. I do remember having this issue when we did the playthrough, but I didn't think it was anywhere near as bad as that. But at least for this one, we can at least see the tunnel now. Doesn't quite make it look much more beautiful, but we'll deal with it. Not many places to overtake, as, you know, we're well aware. Okay, here we go then. Here comes Monaco. What time do we set, just to give us some idea? We do a 1:33. Okay. I would, but damage is on. I know the cars are pretty robust, but they do lose wings eventually. Yeah, first ever night race in Monaco. Way ahead of the time. So it's Hill from Schumacher from Coulthard. Wonder how that will develop at the front. Alesi in 5th. Irvine, Blundell. And for the last time, just to point them out, Simtech, Mimo in 20th. Jos Verstappen in 23rd. Here we go. Watch out for the traffic jam. There's just nowhere to go. Okay, at least we've gotten past some people. That's about what I was expecting. God. Let's try and pick our way through very slowly. On the outside of the Tyrrell. I've just been absolutely rear-ended by that Tyrrell that pushed me forward then. The patience is top class. Okay, into the tunnel we go for the first time. Just try and make the move on the exit of the tunnel. Let's not ruin Simtek's last day in the sport. Gentle over that curb. Okay, we've made some ground, that's okay. Bloody hell. Rascasse we go. Bit of a shit line through Rascasse and Anthony Noakes. Gotta get better at that. So into Sandivot again, slowing right up. There's nowhere to go on the exit. For God's sake. Around the outside and make the move when we can. It's not great. Switch back on the footwork. That wasn't too bad. For God's sake. Why are they slowing in the middle of the road there? Grim stuff. Seconds to Schumacher. The broadcast text now looking unnaturally light. Can we get past Catiano to here? Yes, we can. It's one more. To this side. Okay. Slow progress, but it's progress. Round the outside of the Jordan again. Don't mind that move. One of the better moves we've actually done all season. 9 laps to go, because it is a shorter lap. Don't have time for you, Ted Winery. Right, let's just lay off the throttle a suitable amount so we can get past on the exit. We're up to 9th. Okay. Whoops. The move was done. So you saw nothing. Sorry, I can't see. It's really dark. Was that fine? Yeah, fine. It's all right. Okay, we've done okay. Anyway, moving on, yes. It's the second time I've seen that quoted somewhere today. Anyway, moving on. Oh no! Anyway, right, round the outside of the McLaren again. I like that move. It's one of my faves. That one corner makes me feel like I can be competent, and then every other corner reminds me that I'm not. Oh my god, I was expected to do the switch back, and the Benetton was still mid-corner. There's just no room to go side by side, he says, going side by side. But we've done it. Ooh, squeeze through. 1 away from points. This is not bad. This time we get it slowed. Ferrari next. I only said on that one corner for competent. Not generally competent. Not deluded. Okay. try and get a better run out of Anthony Nogues, so we can get into the points before Sandoval. Go, 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 go. Next. Glad Coulthard has not made his way up just yet. Push the curb, don't get too comfortable. 10 seconds to Damon Hill. Not sure what lap we're on or how many we've got left. Oh, fastest lap Moreno, that's a good sign, not seen that in a while. I just saw someone said it was going well, and, well, it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Lap 6, so I think it's an 11 lap race. You can see Häkkinen, and the gap between Häkkinen, Coulthard and Schumacher is not so bad. So, is growing apparently, according to Murray. It's not growing though, is it, Murray? I think you're very much mistaken. Right, can we get the exit out of this chicane? Oh, it's Coulthard! The only man we've yet to finish ahead this season. Good exit. On this side of him. That's it, yield your QB head. Oh, no, no, no! Ooh. Tally it up. Too comfortable on the curbs at the inside of Lowe's hairpin. Go. 0.25. I think we can call that a half. I think that's fine as a half. Or is it a third? 0.333 recurring, guys? Push the curbs now, come on. Hill just crossing the line. Hill is absolutely dropped these front guys. Let's get. Jesus Christ, my guy, you don't need to break that much. Don't just drive into me. Come on. Stuck behind Mika Häkkinen. Oh, he's still there. Oh my god. It's getting unsavoury. Hacking and elbows out. Come on, come on. Thank God for that. We're past Hakkinen. That was borderline. Not as egregious. Might have lost just a bit too much time behind Hakkinen maybe to take a win. There's a Benetton right there. Come on, let's do it. Yeah, I think we need to go have a word with Mika after the race. And I'm just going to wait to the top of the hill, although it feels agonising. He stayed there. Oh my god. You do feel the performance difference in the cars. With other cars lower down the order, that was a slam dunk move every time, but now Michael Schumacher in the Benetton will hang it out a little bit more. Don't underestimate the Michael. As Hill beats our fastest lap. Come on, there we go. Right, this is the one now. How long do we have to catch Damon Hill? I don't think it's going to be quite long enough. We really had to work to get past second and third. So about to start lap 10. I think there's 2 laps to go, if my maths are correct. See what we can do in clear air. 12 seconds, I think that'd be too much. Oh, and great. There's traffic. Which might be helpful to us in some respects. Pedro, I beg of you. Thank you. Do with Damon Hill getting caught behind someone. Not gonna have enough. Let's just make sure we don't bottle second. That's the important thing, I think, for now. If we get an unexpected shot at Hill, fine, but I don't think it's coming because there's just many spaces. Lost time through that sector because of these guys. I've not looked at chat in a while, I'll be honest. But I think you understand why. We're running on limited brain power here, and I need all of it just to try and see what we can do against Damon Hill. Jeez, oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. He was caught behind these two. Which now I'm going to get caught behind. Minardi's. Sorry, I had to take evasive manoeuvres because they were fighting in front of me and ignoring blue flags. Enough to get past there. Get past this Minardi. I bet he's literally just up the road. Jesus. And we don't get the fastest lap, 1:31.2. The gap goes down to 2.6 seconds. And we are only two tenths off. I mean, that went a lot better than I was expecting. Quite happy with that. Yeah, turning up the brightness up really helped then. Jesus. Moreno scored a single podium in real life, Japan 1990. Yes, he did. Thank you. That was okay. That was not too bad at all, considering how bad Monaco could have been. I left Top Gear on the SNES to play this in 1996. The graphical and gameplay advancement was unbelievable. It's still. This was, like, I didn't have any form of console before this one, so this was my first experience of any racing game. So I was very happy with that. Serviceable is a good word for it. So what does that do to things? So we move up to technically joint third, but fourth overall behind Schumacher, I assume, on countback. We are 12 points behind Hill. Coulthard is still looking like he's 13 points clear of his teammate. It's just disgusting. We are fourth ahead of Jordan and McLaren. Shall we all just take a moment to think about how Ron Dennis feels about this? Yeah. That makes me feel warm inside. Okay, on to the next one. I think it's Canada now. Oh no, I've summoned Ron Dennis. Banging his head off his grey walls. Everything I hear about Ron Dennis, like after he's left the sport, just makes me think he's just one of the most insufferable men. Doesn't sound like a nice guy to work for.
Canada and round 6 of the championship.
Okay. Canada. So, yeah, obviously when we did the 100% race, came 5th, but a lot of that was down to the weird strategy stuff that was going on. When I did this in my playthrough, it was wet, and what happened? I got span around on lap 1 and had to basically do a last to first, but still managed to come back through and finish 2nd in the Ferrari of Alesi. So if I can keep it clean, we can work our way through a little bit in this one. Let's just get our eye in. Probably don't need to do too much on this one, considering how recently and how much I've driven around this track. But let's just get used to it in the wet and avoiding certain curbs. That temporary chicane. Let's see how much I can, because I clipped the curbs really when I went through it in the 100% race. Not sure I'm going to be able to do that here. Everyone one of the most insufferable men ever just when he was speaking. The thing is, when I was watching growing up, I didn't really think much of him. I just thought, oh well, you know, he's with McLaren. McLaren is successful. But then when you look back at it as an adult and see how he spoke, and then you hear all these stories of what he was like. Was it the Frentzen Beyond the Grid podcast where... Was it Frentzen where he was potentially going to get a drive with McLaren? And he made like a little off-the-cuff joke that literally no one else would have thought of, like, be bothered by. And because of that one joke, Ron Dennis was like, "You're not driving for us." Like, Ron, it's not that deep, my guy. Just relax. Sorry. The anger of Ron Dennis denying Heinz Harold Frentzen a McLaren drive surged through me. Oh. So we're on round 6 now. I think we're going to go to round 8 of the championship in this stream, and then we'll finish off with the final 9 rounds of the championship, possibly next week. And in the meantime, on Friday, the plan is the next round of Formula 198 will go up British Grand Prix at Silverstone. It was a wet race, oddly enough. Not that that means anything. It's basically a skin pack. There's literally no difference in Formula 198. I feel like that's not too bad for the temporary chicane. Don't try and overcook it. Don't get too much. This is careful, because again, you want to kind of clip the curbs there, but we just need to, yeah, be careful. Okay. We'll do with that. Max Mosley's reason for the Spygate fine being so large. I don't remember that. What was that? Was it to do with Ron Dennis? Just like I don't like Ron Dennis. Alright, Schumacher from Hill. Coulthard. Turn the brightness back down. I will do. We can, absolutely. Alesi 5th. Right, bear with me 1 second. Let's get this back to the value it was before, which is 0. The colours seem a little bit more natural now, that's alright. We should be okay. And there we go. So obviously real life. Alesi's 1 real win. A double podium for Jordan. If that happens, that would be nice. We get 2 extra places just by virtue of the cruelness of Formula 1. Let's just jump slightly to the inside there, that's fine. I was up through this section where I ended up banging wheels with someone and losing places, so let's not go side by side with people through here. I think that would be a stupid thing to do. Lots of jostling. Tyrrell, your time is over. Move. There we go. Just kind of screwed himself over with that one. Did get a little touch off the other Tyrrell then. Them going too wide is very annoying. Stop trying to overtake each other. It's really just not necessary. You're all not scoring points anyway. Oh! Minardi's just tipped me into the wall. That was impatience getting the better of me again. Come on, we've already proved we don't need to be crazy stupid with these moves. That's exactly another reason to diss Tyrrell. Ran out of road, so it's another 10-lap race. Can we get past the Minardi before here? Yes. Okay, break there, I suppose. Come on, let's just try and beat this guy. Piss off, please. That was risky, but at least we've come out unscathed of it. Late on the braking point now, isn't good. A little bit of free air to hopefully pull in these next guys. Get on the curb. Don't be silly. $5 million. I think I saw the expletive that was used. Fair play.
60, Roberto Moreno. 17, Util Catayana.
Let's get past this guy before. There we go, that's fine. Oh my god, why on earth are you stopping there, my guy? Glad that wasn't a spin out as a result of that.
Race order in first place. David Hill, second.
A long way back, I'll at least get past.
In third position,
Do.
David Cooper. Taking in upper position, fourth. Johnny Hill.
1 minute 44 from Schumacher.
Racing. In sixth, Gerhard Berger.
Bloody hell. It's one way to stop the car. Don't think it's the preferred way. Right, this is so awkward because I just catch them as we come to this chicane. Maybe I should have been bolder there and just gone past. I think I could have done it. So Hill and Schumacher fighting out. The front Coulthard up to third because of course. Get contact, despite being well clear through. Next. So, a new challenge has emerged. Let's see if we can overtake Jean-Christophe Bouillon without removing any of his wings. That would be cool.
And the gap is closing.
There we go. Incredible. It can be done. Who knew? Right. Jordan next. Slowly but surely. Close enough there. Oh, we caught them at such an awkward moment. Oh! Well, I'm pretty sure the Jordan just went through me. Like... Oh no. Oh no. It's over. We are cooked. It is... Let's get it fixed. Oh. Well. Wonder where we'll finish, guys. Damn. Bit sore after that. That was unfortunate. Jesus. Let's see if we can avoid not being last. Valium, hello. A solid assessment, I would say. So we rejoin last. but I think we're still going to beat our teammate. Well, the challenge has derailed very early. Hello, Pedro. Fancy seeing you here. Well, that's unfortunate. But in a way, kind of inevitable. That's, oh God, and the leaders are crossing the line now. Can only hope that Hill and Schumacher at least stay clear of Coulthard. Not for our proximity to him. Yeah, I should explain. Moreno rises, but like vertically into the air when he's punted by the rest of the grid. Slash goes spinning off of his own accord. I was ambiguous about how he was rising. Roberto is faster than you. Which is at least true. Take that small victory. 5 laps to go. So what races do we have left? And I'm going to do 2 more tonight, with the rest of the season being finished off next week. So I think Silverstone is one of them, potentially. Is it going to be France and Britain? I think. Which I like Silverstone. I'm hoping we can do good things there. Monaco. I'm not sure how well we do on that one, but let's see. Just gain as many as we can for pride. Hitting the restart button did cross my mind, I'm not going to lie, but we stick with it. Going backwards, don't like to see it.
He's closing the gap.
Got a big gap to Morbidelli.
17,
oh good, just the 1 minute to Michael Schumacher, but the gap's coming down. Guys, it's still on. Felt the grip go even on that little touch of the curb there.
they're really right on the edge, pushing it to the limit all the time. Race order in first place.
Okay, I think we've got
David
3 laps to go now. This one is definitely one I would just like to leave behind. Dear me. Wasn't going too badly until that. I missed it. What's the spin counter up to? Are we in the fives or sixes?
Andy's gained a lot of time there.
Slowly come up to Morbidelli. It's 5.5. Okay. Well, incredibly, no, actually I'm not going to say that because we're still doing this race, so I'm just not going to say a word. Yeah, to be honest, that chicane is awful. Don't feel like it's very safe at all. It's just so janky. It's a roadblock waiting to happen. Couple more spots anyway. We can avoid any nonsense. Salo next. Oh, you know what, guys? I don't need to see the track. This is great. I love this. Ligier. No, don't think. Oh. Parmalat. Absolutely loving it. If they existed, I'd be calling up saying, hey, you want a brand deal? Although, what is Parmalat tobacco? I can't actually remember what Parmalat is. I don't know, I feel like the FE chicanes are way less janky than that one. They're a little bit more smoother. Dairy. Oh, good. I'll take foods. Big fan. Are they still a thing, Parmalat? Because I feel like the only exposure I ever think of is on these on F1 cars. Oh, Dad is in Izzy's company. Oh well, that would explain why it's I've only ever seen it on F1 cars. In fact, I was watching a friend of the channel, Josh's stream earlier, and Oscherschleben got mentioned, which, no, it's not a temporary chicane, but if you know that first corner at Oscherschleben, that's particularly grim. Ah, yes, I remember the Parmalat on the dark blue Brabhams, wasn't it? And then the white Parmalat. That was a good livery. Right. Let's leave that one. Hernan Crespo is cheering you on. That's a name I've not heard in a while. Hello, what? Thank you. 14th. Not going to pretend that was great. Because it wasn't. Schumacher wins from Coulthard. Hale, Berger, Alesi and Herbert. A bit more unremarkable there in the top 6. Yeah, you were right with the recovery. So we remain 5th, ahead of Alesi and behind Berger. Herbert having a really rough season in the Benetton. Really letting the side down and essentially letting Williams run away with it. If I can turn around my performances, 2nd is the best we can hope for, I think, probably. But even then, it's going to need some serious turnaround. If I don't start getting better soon, we're in a fight for 4th with Berger and Alesi. So we'll have to see how things develop over the next couple of races. We at least remain 4th in the Constructors. 40 punching the air. Williams are gone. See you later. Right, 2 races to go tonight in the stream. Thank you so much for everyone who has been watching so far and kind of stuck with me or dipped in and out. I really appreciate it, especially with the inherent quality of the driving on show. But thank you for hanging out and just generally talking about gaming and racing as well in the comments. Sorry I've not kept up with all of it. But yeah, it's good. But yeah, 2 more races to go tonight. I'm not going yet, Martins, unless you are. But yeah, we've got 2 more races. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching so far. I really appreciate it. Monaco is next. It's okay. To be fair, I realised when I said it, it sounded like I was leaving. It was just a general thank you because I appreciate you, everyone watching. So thank you very much. Right. Let's see what we can do with Monaco. Again, in the dry, this is one of those where it's very tough to keep up with them because in corners like Estoril, the corner there being called Estoril, obviously not Estoril the circuit on this occasion, they just absolutely fly. You have to keep an eye out for the breaking point of the hairpin, so probably just after the 100 board. Well, yeah, it's because I'm still relatively new to streaming, and I'm still somewhat surprised that people are tuning in. I know, obviously, I've got people that watch the videos. The streaming's not always the same, so I don't take it for granted, and I appreciate everyone who's tuned in over the course of tonight, or any of the other previous ones, or even just watched on demand. So it's I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So that's why it sounded like I was leaving, because I'm just making sure everyone knows. Grateful for your support and watching. Ollie, appreciate that. I mean, I'm not going to help myself with this comment. It's on automatic gears. So this is on automatic gears. But as you can see, I'm making a right ham sandwich of it anyway, which I think is a lovely turn of phrase. Yeah, Monaco, yeah, just, unless it suddenly had a pour down, it wasn't particularly interesting. If you had a perfectly dry race at Monaco, there wasn't much going on, except for the odd move into that hairpin, the Adelaide hairpin. A croque monsieur, a zut alors, if you will. I'm trying to think of more French, but I don't know much. I did French for 5 years, and it's all gone. It's all gone out of my head. I've got bonjour, quelle date de ton anniversaire, and for some reason, bon pantalon, which means good trousers. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, Monaco and Ida, both out in the middle of nowhere. fact, I think it was the location of Monaco that was the main reason it got booted off the calendar rather than the races itself. Paul Ricard's not dissimilar. I think Paul Ricard's kind of, again, out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe with slightly better transport links. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm probably not going super fast, which will surprise no one. He's going a bit quicker. Oh, I need to carry a bit more speed through here. It's being Imola, this little sweeping right-left. Oh, and that's why you don't read comments on short straights. I always find that particularly funny as well, Scream, like that. Obviously, it's called Grand Prix racing. And yeah, France can't even get a track on the calendar. Okay. Part of me was really tempted to do a lap and see if see if it mixes up the grid order. If I do a really slow lap. Sod it. It's at that point, I don't think I'm going to win the title. Let's just see. Absolutely adore this circuit, regardless if the racing sucked. This is the thing. Well, I'm not good at it, but it's fun to drive. I really enjoyed this on GTR2 actually. I did like one of the amateur competitions in GTR2 is like all Ferraris around here. It was some of the most fun racing I had versus AI. But I think the caveat when we say like a circuit's not good when we talk about it in the context of F1 is it's usually not the circuit's fault. Usually it's because it's just F1 it needs a really like particular set of parameters. I need to make sure I don't go too fast so I don't end up not last, sorry. Yeah, I feel like F1 circuits need a real particular set of parameters to be good racing tracks. So yeah, if a circuit isn't good for Formula 1, that doesn't mean it's just not good. Yeah, in terms of Monaco versus Paul Ricard, I would have Monaco all day long. Especially since they did the redesign with all that awful runoff. I don't particularly like runoff as a general rule anyway. I understand the rationale for it, but yeah, dear me. Right, I'm just making sure I don't qualify ahead of anyone. So I'm just waiting. Oh, imagine that. Gasho on pole. Quick, end the session. Katayama set a time. That might be enough, you know. Shall we see? Shall we see if that's messed up the grid? Here we go. Starting grid for round 7 of 1995 season. The French Grand Prix. Oh, I didn't know it was that basic that whenever you stopped the session, that's what you got. Brilliant. Oh, God. It seems pretty normal after that. But otherwise, Katayama and Gasho, leaders. Dearie me. Absolutely superb. All pretty normal after that. So we pray. We pray for a roadblock from these two. Mine's Coulthard 5th. Okay. Go. Ooh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh, that'll do. long straight is good for us. It seems like that's when we can have the moments, as long as they're not running 2 wide or 3 wide. Oh, guys, come on now. Traffic jam. Don't get on the curb. Don't kill Jean-Christophe Bouillon, please. Not bad, once again. But I think I'm prone to spinnies here. He says, like he's not prone to spinnies everywhere he's been so far. Remember, this is not the old. Sorry, this is not the newer Monaco run through the final sector. We go right instead of left. Don't go on these curbs. And then it's the run down to the main straight. That's been one of the stories of the season. 14th. Oh no! Why did you do that? Hello! Hi guys! You know what? No, can't even restart it. Fuck's sake! God damn it! And I've just pulled my own headphones out. Wow, this is an absolute mess. I would add more than one for that, personally. Jesus. There we go. Well. We are at the back. Well. It's fair to say it's not going to happen for us. See, this is what happens. I get a little bit too confident after a good first lap, and then I decide to dive bomb a Ligier into turn 1. I've just tried to dive bomb a Ligier in France. They're going to kill me. I've just killed Pedro Diniz. I need to go into hiding from the French and my own team. Zut alors. Merde. I remember that one. Yeah, I think I'd accept the firing on this one. That's fine. I don't think I can argue with it. Just like to take my things and leave. Thank you very much. Definitely got damage again. It's doing that weird snapping thing, which is fun. Let's make up the places that we can. Omelette du fromage, indeed. Petit filou. I need to remember that they don't have sideways vision. This is the problem. I see a gap. And you know what they say, if you see a gap in Formula 1, you have to get to the apex first for it to be a legitimate move. That's what they say. Still slightly messed up. Katayama is still in the points at least. That is the only glimmer of hope for some joy out of this race that we can hope for. Big train of cars up ahead, so we can try and get some respectable positioning. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you love the content. Just don't expect any good results because they've been few and far between tonight. Very rough. 2 second places is what we've managed. That's about the sum of it. So good in the context of 40, but not good in the context of what the challenge was. Also, I've killed a Ligier in France and Pedro Diniz, who basically funds the team. So, like on a scale out of 10, I'd say it's like a solid, like... Now 1 seems a bit high. 0.3, maybe? That seems generous. It's fine. All will be alright in the end. One of the first things I said on the channel in my first video was, it does not matter if you are not the biggest fan, the quickest driver or the best gamer. If you enjoy racing and racing games, hopefully you'll enjoy this channel. And that wasn't just a message to the audience, it was also a subtle warning about the person you're watching. It works both ways. We're back up to 13th, which is okay, but annoying. Okay, fine, Josh. Sorry. I'll get to work on that. Sorry, yeah, I'm not pleasing the algorithm. That's it. Just an average Ferrari season. Let's hope that's not how it goes this year. One thing I can take some solace in is I'm assuming the car ahead, that Benetton, is Johnny Herbert. And I feel like he's going to be under just as much pressure as me, if not more. He's only scored 3 points this season. So he's having not a fun time of it. So lap 7 has started. Still not sure how many laps this is. Surprised we're even going to make it back into the top. Naturally, we're not in the top 10 yet. Why are you saying it like we're there? Come on, dude, calm down. Oh, Ligier. Flashbacks. It's Martin Brundle. Is that who we got the door slammed on us by? Ah, blinds. The Tyrrell. Yes, we can. And we're in the top 10, which is nice. A bit wide through 180 there, that was a bit of a bad line. know what, Ollie, that thought did cross my mind as well, and I tried to repel it, because usually when that thought crosses my mind, something to the opposite effect happens. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully there's a group of cars together rather than being super spread out here. Hackney next. I think they might be a bit too spread out, to be honest, even if I don't have another moment. Good ground on Hackney. Let's just keep it that way. Oh. Second to last lap, I think Murray just said, if I heard that correctly. Bloody hell! Oh, well, that's very annoying. If I'd kept it out of that Lugier. Again, I think the leader might be just beyond us, so another second place might have been on if I'd kept it out of that Lugier. That's a shame and somewhat annoying, but avoidable. Because Hill's 20 seconds clear. Hill is gone. Chasing two ghosts, effectively. Haze of white. No, Roberto, don't go into the light. It's not worth it. £40. That probably seems more reasonable. I think the oft-used phrase, ambitious but rubbish, very much applies. Oh, hello. I got to the apex first. All good. Great. Jesus. That's fine, guys. Stewards have waved it on. Hill's already crossing the line. That's a shame. Definitely wasted points there. In both of these two races, in both Canada and France. Maybe I should have tried to do this over 3 parts rather than 2. Maybe the concentration is waning. Oh my god. Right, we crossed the line. Do we keep the fastest lap? Yeah, or win one race would also be nice. Win one race, 40 points. It's a win for Taki Inoue. Hill wins from Coulthard. Irvine Barrichello, good for Jordan. Blundell in the points for McLaren. We're only 3 seconds away from Berger. Yeah, without that incident, we're in the points comfortably. Probably second again. Yeah, where was Katayama? Nowhere, unfortunately. It was Jean Lacey. I barged out the way. We pick up a fastest lap, which is cool, but ultimately irrelevant. Right, one more race before we call it a day. We are 5th behind Berger. Schumacher is 12 points ahead of us. Hill is only now 11 behind Coulthard. Are we all pretty much uniformly Damon Hill fans at this point? This is just so it's not David Coulthard. It's the vibe I was getting. Yeah, no Gasho. Thank God for that. We drop behind Jordan for their points. Oh, so shouldn't be celebrating Jordan's points. We 4th would be great for 40. So yes, we drop 1 place. Right, last one for today. DC will take himself out at Adelaide. He'll find a pit wall. It'd be cool. I'm the Schumacher now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Schumacher now. I think we end in Silverstone then. I like this track. It was in the dry when we did the season.
Welcome to Silverstone, the home of the British Grand Prix.
Let's get an eye in with one lap. One again. Looked at chat coming into a corner. Jesus Christ. Again, this probably should have been a 3-parter rather than a 2, because just seen how long we've been on for. Was aiming for another 2.5 hour-ish at the most, so it's been a long one. So to all of you who have stuck with me throughout, what's wrong? No, thank you, is what I mean. Thank you very much. Hopefully we can finish on a high note, because dearie me, it's not been the best past couple of races. Monaco and Brazil the high points. Good lord. Oh my god, brain! Grey bit in the middle, stay on that. Well, at least I've not had to turn my brightness up for Britain, so that's something. At this point, there's no one in the stands because everyone's stuck in the car park in the mud. They've made it into the circuit after about a 3-hour wait, and then they've just gotten bogged down in a field. So no one's actually watching, but they're on site, so count it. UK gun. No. Okay, into cops. Let's get one semi-comp. No. God. Obviously, I recorded the F198 race very recently, and considering Visual Science were given everything from Bizarre, it really does feel like in some tracks they've just decided to make their own, or just like add random hills and extra kinks to things. Like, this version of Silverstone feels so different. Like, the layout is obviously the same, but the way the kind of track sort of curves and how wide some corners are. What were they doing? Hi, Jeb. we've got 14 points. It's not gone incredibly well. The spin counter is at 8. So at least I've not got more spins than points. That was a genuine concern. But we are 5th in the championship, just behind Gerhard Berger. And I keep looking at chat around a really short section of track. Right, this'll do. Awful, but this'll do. 8, yep, correct. I'm gonna let them do their thing and mix up the order again, because I'm not threatening the top. I'm not in a title fight anymore. However, ruining David Coulthard's day has become quite fun and therapeutic, so we are just going to literally wait until some other cars set times and mess up the order a little bit. So David Coulthard is not in a good place. Oh, great minds. Maybe that would be incredible. It's remarkable I'm still allowed to drive the car after taking him out last time. The problem is Simtek have already gone pop, Jeb, so he's not here. He's already somewhere else doing whatever it is he goes on to do. I think I did look at his career after Formula 1. I think he does obligatory like sports car racing. I don't think there's much of note, sadly, for him. You still scroll through other cars on track by pressing the select button, or did that only go with PS1 control? No fucking way. I knew you could do that in the replay. I didn't know you could do that in the race. I never knew that. It's fucking great. You can barely do this on some other games. That's awesome. I knew that was a thing you could do in the replay, because I did it for like the videos and got like clips of things that happened in the race. But the fact you could do it in... I never bothered to try. That's fucking awesome. I'm annoyed I never knew that. Oh, I've just ruined some people's laps. Bully on pole. I mean, we should probably quit out now. That's the least he deserves after all the bullying we've done to him. Right. Please let Jean-Christophe Bullion be on pole. He deserves it. Mika Salo in second. It's a third for Taki Inoue. Bullying, yeah. Quite accurate. Panis, Coulthard still 7th. Because, of course... Katayama, Martini. No one huge further down the order, but mixed up a little bit. Right, come on, Bullion. We believe. If anything, I'm more invested in him than what happens to me. Bloody hell, that needed a certain sudden move. Right. It's gentle. Let's just not go crazy. And it's a 9-lap race. Guys, Jesus Christ. Oh, hi, Pedro. Oh, hi. It's, he's all over the place. All right. Well, at least that wasn't Jean-Christophe Bouillon, so that's something. Sadly, that does mean it's Heinz Howard Frentzen, which is a shame. Right. I'm not making that move. Let him go. Let's just work our way through slowly, but surely. So much fun, Bridge Corner. I do like the new version of Silverstone, but Bridge. It's a shame we've lost Bridge. Okay, don't like this. Bloody hell. I can get up the inside of a Lacey, hopefully. Nicest place to do that. We're okay. Okay. Solid progress so far. Aubrey, good to see you. Hope you're well. Read the comments then, because as everyone else will attest to, that will be a recipe for my downfall. So bear with me. Stay over to that side for a long time, and then again we're side by side into a corner where I don't really want to be side by side. Oh, Eddie! Theodore Winery, little bastard. Past the 40, footwork even, sorry. Up to 8th. Solid stuff. Finish with a flourish if we can. Bloody spray is horrible. Very close to another on the spin counter, very true. That one absolutely wouldn't have been my fault, but we're not counting whose fault they are. We're just counting the spins. Right, towards where we're going. So stay out the way of his spray so I can actually see the corner. Got enough straight here to come back at him? I don't think so. We might actually. No, we don't. Don't just hit me, though. Fucking dick. Let's not panic now. We're on the edge of points. Let's... Again, we're about to, if we can overtake Herber, we will again be making his difficult season even rougher. He's scraping for points. Oh, he's going to come over to us. Jesus fucking Christ. Didn't like that at all, but we got it. 6 to go. And in the points. Let's not blow it. So, Gap, Hill, Coulthard, of course it is. Then Schumacher, Bullion, Sarlo next. Deep into Stowe. Oh, he does the switch back. Fair play, Mika Sarlo. Let's see if we can do it again. This time we do. Right. Bullion is next, I believe. Let's not cause him problems. I want him to finish in the points. He's doing a good job. Hopefully we can just take him on the main straight before cops. Oh, good lord! That's annoying. I followed him out there because I thought there was grip out there, because they're all going out there. Apparently not. Well, Bullion is safe, so that's good news. And we've got to take Herbert and Sarlo again. I assume that's been added to the tally, I don't even need to check. Come on. Past Herbert. Murray, I really wish you'd stop saying that. He should be finishing in the points now. Yeah, I know it should be, Murray. Okay. Past Sarlo. And it's deja vu. That was pretty clean. Not got in his way. I think he's got Sarlo to contend with now. Can we scrape the podium? I feel like that little spin might just have tipped us too far. No. John Christoph. I mean, I'll feel bad if Jean-Christophe doesn't score points after all that. But that's on him. We've got our own stuff to deal with. Murray's banter clause. Okay. Don't think we've got long left, to be honest. So oh, there is a car there though, that's good news. Came second here in the dry in the playthrough. So, don't mind it round here. Like it a lot, in fact. How many laps have we got to go? Can't be long. Bullion is still there with Sarlo behind, so that's good. It's good news. Just going to be too far away to catch the podium positions. Again, avoid a spin, and it would have been fine.
He's closing the gap.
That's so frustratingly close. Once again.
Only 2 more laps to go.
Oh, hang on.
And the gap is closing.
Why did I assume that was the final lap? Don't know why I assumed that was the final lap. I've just done the fastest lap of the race. Okay, hang on. 2 to go. Return your brain on because you'd already switched it off.
Roberto Moreno. In 4th, Michael Schumacher.
2 to go. Thanks for that. Really appreciate these regular reminders of what.
In 6th position.
Love it. Oh, good lord. No! You are taking the unbelievable piss. I don't know if you saw that, guys. I think the chin just brake checked me. Okay. Well, I'm not changing it. We've just got to keep going. Coulthard is probably going to get away. But our speed on straights should be electric. Come on, go. We've just got to hang on and see if we can take a podium with no wing. Meatball flags waving, but it's the last lap. I'll serve the penalty after this lap. History tells us that we're allowed to do that at Silverstone. 1998, Schumacher. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Good lord, it is not good through the corners, but it's manageable. Let's keep him behind us. Thank you for the reminder, the white flag. Brought to you by Credit One Bank. And Moreno's being shown the meatball flag, sponsored by Calms, your herbal remedy for nighttime sleep. Come on, let's just manage it, get around these final few corners. Coulthard definitely brake checked them, just say. He just did.
The gap is increasing.
God, yeah, you can feel the lack of speed through bridge. Okay, come on. Hold on. Jesus. We do get a podium. Could have been second. But it was elbows out from Crichton. Oh, you did say third. Yeah, for once it wasn't a spin. Hill wins from Coulthard. Moreno third. Bullion holds on for points. Sarlo getting the last one ahead of Alesi. Herbert drops behind Alesi. He's having a bad day. Now, not only is the 40 base, the 92 Fond Metal probably handles like it as well. Yeah, it was not great. We managed a fastest lap as well. Bullion I'm happy for him. We've properly bullied him. And if I ever try this again, this particular challenge, I feel like Bullion's the guy. I feel like I've, as an apology... No, actually, it wouldn't be an apology, because I'd probably make him worse. Never mind. Right, let's see what the standings are after 9 rounds. So Coulthard leads by just 7 points from Hill. Hill is fighting back. We are up to 4th ahead of Berger and just 11 points behind Schumacher. So, with 8 rounds left, 3rd in the championship is doable if I stop being shite. And I appreciate that is a very big if. Look, maybe Bullion is the guy. I'm not against it. I feel bad for him, and I'm happy he got the points. Constructors, 4th ahead of Jordan now. McLaren 6th with only 3 points. Sauber and Tyrrell on the board. Lovely to see. Get good. Get good, mate. It's skill issue all day long. I know it is. Benetton struggling. Taking on Ferrari for 2nd. Williams are already gone. If I am less shit, I am cut. Yeah, we need a bit more Mike Bassett approaches to things. A bit more no-nonsense. But we're going to leave it there. So now to do the very unorthodox saving method in this game, which is leaving it and then saving it at the front. Which I always found really weird that was how you have to do it. I think I need to emotionally rebuild myself before doing F1 2001. Jesus. Not a chance. I'm going to do it. This is the beauty of doing streams. I can do kind of more off-the-cuff stuff, things like that. So it'll be fun to do a 2001 one just to see the madness. Right, let's get this saved. And then that is the end of the stream. But thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me. Some of you have been here for the whole 3.5 hours. Damn. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As much as this has been an abject failure, one, I kind of did think it was, that's not how you spell That's it. No, actually, we're sticking with it now. There we go. Monero. Fucking hell. I need to lie down. So, we will continue with our Monero playthrough next time. It does suck to have the OST off. It is a shame to missing out on Saturani. Deary me. But, yes, thank you so much for watching. So, the plan is that we will finish off the rest of the season, hopefully next weekend, availability allowing. But regardless of that, on Friday, the next F1 98 video is coming at Silverstone. And yeah, we will continue on the season in all wet with Roberto Moreno in the Rorty. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible rest of your evening and a really good week. And I'll see you hopefully very soon. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.